Welcome back to another episode of Nightmares and News, where we pride ourselves on bringing you spooky updates on all things horror and the latest in horror news. Make sure to follow so you never miss an update from the Horror Burrito, because today we talk Salmakja, Whispering Water, a Korean box office smash that haunts the US theaters. Supernatural horror film Salmakja, Whispering Water is making waves in South Korea ahead of its US release. Vanity reports that the movie has grossed $5 million since its release on April 8th, the strongest domestic opening for a Korean horror film since 2024's Exuma. In Whispering Water, an unidentified figure is captured in a street view image. A reshoot is required to contain the situation, but a sense of dread surrounds the location, and no one is eager to return. Despite the unease, Soo-in leads the crew in place of her senior colleague who previously vanished after visiting the area. The shoot quickly begins to unravel as the crew members experience disturbing phenomena that defy explanation. As the deep end of Salmakja reveals traces of something lurking beneath the surface, the team is forced to confront a presence that refuses to remain unseen, and a truth that should have never been surfaced. Salmakja Whispering Water will open in select theaters in North America Friday, April 17th. Nothing like horror for the holidays, Hallmark horror keepsake ornaments for 2026 include Goosebumps and Michael Myers. Hallmark has been releasing some really cool horror-themed keepsake ornaments in recent years, with properties including Gremlins, Stranger Things, Child's Play, Ghostbusters, Jaws, and Aliens getting their own ornaments. And we're getting even more brand new horror ornaments from Hallmark for the holidays this year, previewed in the 2026 Dream Book. First up is the iconic Tim Jacobus illustrated cover art for The Haunted Mask comes to life with its own Hallmark ornament. Which is made to look like a classic Goosebumps book, the ornament has even a 3D sculpt element that makes the Haunted Mask pop off the cover. And notably, it's the first ever Goosebumps ornament to be released by Hallmark. Elsewhere in the Dream Book, we're getting a Dia de Muertos themed Barbie doll ornament, along with Aliens, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and Terminator 2 ornaments. Preview the horror highlights of this year's Hallmark offerings. This year's ornament premiere kicks off July 11th, with Keepsake Ornament Club early shopping on July 10th. Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man teaser trailer turns kids into cold-blooded killers. Hostel and Thanksgiving director Eli Roth has served up a chilling Ice Cream Man teaser trailer courtesy of EW. The unrated horror film will be released in theaters August 7th via the horror section and iconic releasing. Written by Eli Roth and a longtime friend, Noah Belson, Ice Cream Man follows the idyllic summer town of Baleen Bay descending into madness when an ice cream man serves kids sweet delights with horrifying results. Survive the night against a fanatical cult in point-and-click horror adventure, Cult Valky. So, Vasui? I'm really not sure how to actually say this one. I think it's Cult Vasui. Dionysus Games and Liberty Games are continuing the recent reveal of point-and-click adventure games with Cult Vasui, which is out now on Steam, GOG, and the Epic Games Store. If you're looking to try out the game before you plunk down your cash, there's a free demo available now on Steam. Set in the 19th century, on the remote island of Barra in Scotland, you take on the role of an unsuspecting janitor who arrives at the Gladstone family's isolated summer estate, only to discover that the day before, a gruesome blood ritual was performed on the island's entire population by a fanatical cult. The ritual was left unfinished. Now the player is the cult's last obstacle. You'll be faced with puzzles to solve, described as logical but challenging. You'll need to apply the right solving strategy without getting frustrated. Remember, every action you take consumes time, and based on your actions or inaction, you'll end up with one of multiple endings. Don Mancini writing scary new Chucky movie for theaters. Here's what we know. Franchise star Jennifer Tilly recently teased that Chucky is in the works, in the wake of the television series coming to an end after 3 seasons. But is the killer doll plotting a return for the big screen or the small screen? Franchise creator Don Mancini has revealed more at Steel City Con in Pennsylvania recently. Don Mancini revealed at the con that he's currently writing a new Chucky movie, and the film will harken back to the approach of his 2013 film, Curse of Chucky. The 6th installment in the franchise positioned itself as something of a full-on reboot before finally connecting itself to the previous installments. It also brought back the horror vibes of the original Child's Play movies, while the more campy comedic aspects of Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky weren't fully embraced again until the Chucky TV series. Don Mancini directed both Curse of Chucky and 2017's Cult of Chucky, both of which paved the way for 3-season television series. The next Chucky movie will not only throw back to the Curse of Chucky franchise reset vibes, but the plan is for the movie to also connect itself to the events of the television series, and also previous movies. Mancini is big on continuity with all his movies, and the show existing in an impressively connected single timeline. The plan is also to bring the new Chucky movie to the theaters, rather than straight to television or digital. Stay tuned for more on Don Mancini's new Chucky movie as we learn it. Insidious, Out of the Further, first trailer out now. The 6th installment in the hit Insidious franchise is headed our way this summer, and we've learned over the weekend the official title is now Insidious, Out of the Further. The 6th installment in the hit Insidious franchise is headed this way. The film is rumored to have been titled Insidious: The Bleeding World. You might recall, Insidious Out of the Further will haunt theaters on August 21st, 2026, and we also have learned, in the upcoming Insidious Out of the Further, A trio of stalkers infiltrate a quiet suburb and force a new family into the astral plane, where they uncover a terrifying truth. Further is bleeding into our world. In addition to the upcoming 6th installment in the main series, the franchise will also expand upon the spin-off thread, An Insidious Tale, which doesn't yet have a release date. Are you looking forward to this new film on the spin-off? You know we sure are. And with that being said, that's all the news I have for you today, my lovely fiends. Stay spooky, keep your claws sharp, and consume more souls of the living. I've been your host, Bumps of the Night, and if you enjoy this kind of content, please consider liking, comment, sharing, and subscribing. Doing any of these interactions helps the channel, helps the videos, helps the algorithm. Either way, just know we appreciate your viewership, and we'll scare you in the next one.